And now, a special preview of the upcoming event, The Fall of X.
Welcome, Charles Xavier.
Thank you.
We need to have a meeting about mutant relations, don't you think?
Yes.
Please step right this way.
Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
oh my God. Oh God, that was bad.
I'm all right.
Okay, but watch that other step over there.
Which one?
Oh, God, you deserve that one.
I'm not okay. And that was The Fall of X, coming soon to a Marvel Comics near you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 255 of CBQ Legacy Comic Book Queers. Yay!
Yay!
I'm your host, Evil Jeff, and with me, as always, is Brett. Say hi, Brett.
Hello. Hi, I'm out of breath.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, poor Professor actually took a little stumble there.
Took a stumble there.
You pushed me down the stairs. Do you remember what that's from?
Showgirls?
No, Death Becomes Her.
Oh, yes, of course. I feel like they gave away the whole story in that trailer, in that preview.
I agree. I mean, we had the whole Fall of X.
It was the whole thing. Like, you know how they show you the whole movie in a movie trailer sometimes? I feel like they just did that.
Well, that is why I do like, usually Marvel has the rule that they don't go past the first act in the trailer.
Right, which is a good rule.
I think that's a good rule that everyone should apply.
But I feel like you should give away the post-credit scene in the trailer.
Well, I mean, Marvel lately could do that and no one would give a shit because they're all lame.
Oh, shit. We're worried.
I know.
Hey, evidently, rumor. Should we save this for Hot Topics? Why don't we go to Hot Topics?
Okay, hit the music. We got some hot topics. Yeah. All right. So, are you going to talk about the gay rumor?
No, I was going to talk about the rumor that Reed and Sue, the Fantastic Four movie, are evidently cast. We just don't know who they are, but they're cast.
Oh, I was talking about, they were saying that there's the gay reasons of why the head of FX was actually fucked.
Oh, Victoria Alonso. Let's talk about this. So Victoria Alonso, who is, Kevin Feige's one of the triumvirate of producers, Kevin, Victoria, and I forget who the other guy is, Louis Esposito, something like that, D'Esposito. She was recently fired by Disney. They say it was because she served as one of 8 producers on a different film. She says she had permission to do that from Disney, and they fired her because she was trying to stop queer erasure in a version of Quantumania that was supposed to play in Kuwait. They wanted to blur out some LGBTQ thing. What was it?
What was gay in Ant-Man?
I don't know. Like, what is there? Like a background lesbian? I don't remember.
Oh, wasn't there? Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't behind Bill Murray in his scene? There were 2 guys jerking each other off. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I don't
right.
know. I don't remember.
Right.
Wait, wasn't it didn't the bartender hit on Michael Douglas?
I don't remember. You'd think I remember something like this.
But that was like an alien creature. I don't think you could even really tell what gender that was.
Well, evidently does this have something to do with the whole Ron DeSantis takeover of Disney? I feel like that's ignorant what I just said, but also I feel like
what happened with that?
No, what happened with that?
It's done.
They tricked him. Didn't they trick him in the contract?
Well, no. Basically, what they did was the day before, Ron DeSantis was like, "I'm firing the whole board, and I can replace the board with whoever I want." The day before, and all the people on the new board were all his highest donors, and so the day before he did it, the old board let Disney write up a completely new contract binding the new board's powers. which literally is the new board can do stuff with the roads, but Disney has control of everything else. And this contract is binding. And because you can't do in perpetuity forever, they did until the descendants of King Charles III, 21 years after the last descendant of King Charles III dies, which is that Meghan Markle's kid? Which is like an infant? So that's like about 121 years. Like, depending if this child lives to be like 90, then that's like, 110 years. And they let Ron DeSantis know, but he was so busy going and doing all of his media blitzes on Fox. He was like, that doesn't matter. He didn't think it really would matter. And now he's totally fucked like an idiot. This is who could be president, this dummy.
I mean, one thing about Republicans is inherently they are stupid.
But then also this week we did get a Trump indictment, which that was pretty fun. Thanks, New York.
Yay! That's a hot topic. Yay!
But Disney trying to erase the gays and trying to say they don't like the Don't Say Gay bill. I think basically is Disney's like, we love the gays, but we also want money from Kuwait and China.
Exactly. I cannot believe she got fired. She has put so much energy and time and work into the MCU since its inception. Fuck you.
Yeah, and that's like they added the first gay character in a Disney movie in that Strange World?
Yeah.
And I watched it. It has that what's his name? Jabuki White plays, who is so cute. He plays the gay kid. However, I was like, oh, this is so cool. How are they not going to release it in China? But then I realized all of the gayness is said in dialogue, never in action. And I was like, oh, they could just clearly rewrite.
They can just translate.
They could just rewrite the dialogue of like, he's my best friend. You know what I mean? Not my boyfriend.
Yeah,
I was like,
totally.
Oh, this is shit. This is still shitty. But you know what? But it's always like, I am someone, maybe it's because I'm Gen X and like, I thought marriage equality would like never happen. I appreciate the baby steps. I think sometimes the younger generation, they're like, no, if it's not 100% perfect, then forget it. And I'm like, sometimes just take the baby step and then hope that it keeps on improving.
Slow and steady wins the drag race.
Exactly.
Speaking of drag race, do you want to hit that later? Or you want to talk about that real quick?
Let's talk about that just real quick. I don't have much.
Hot topic.
Top 4.
Well, we're supposed to get to the top 3, but surprise.
That pisses me off. I'm going to tell you this.
I know. There was no point to that episode.
But here's the thing. It would have been interesting if there has been a top 3 in maybe the past 6, 7 seasons.
Yeah, it was season 8 that there was.
Season 8 was the last time there was a top 3.
It's top 4.
And not that. Every other time, they either said there would be a top 4 or they'd be like, we might get rid of you. And at the end, they're like, we can't get rid of either of you. This has happened like 4 times already.
Yeah.
And so the fact that RuPaul was actually like, I want to eliminate someone every episode. And then she didn't at the end. I was like, oh, come on. Just fucking get rid of one of them.
Have some balls.
I do love all 4 of them. So it would be hard for me.
I do love all 4. I did not like that my fave Anitra, our fave, was in the bottom, but it was like such an arbitrary bottom.
Yeah. Because here's the deal. They could have re-edited it and not put either Mistresses or Anitra's fuck-ups in it. And no one would have known. And no one would have known. I felt Sasha Colby clearly won.
Clearly in the video, she was.
Oh yeah, her alien outfit
hypnotic.
was great. But so that ended up leaving those 3, and I just felt that I think it's hard for I think Lux overall. Probably overall, the whole season was probably weaker than those 2. So I
agree, and I actually thought she was weak in the video.
I know. I think it was a weird thing to then.
It was weird
to keep her and get rid of one of them. So I'm fine with it being the top 4, but
whatever. It's I don't appreciate the ruse.
Yeah, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.
Thank you.
But whatever. I'm happy with the top 4.
Speaking of storm clouds, things are not looking good for the X-Men of late as the upcoming event Fall of X approaches. We've gotten some announcements out of MegaCon, which is a con we've never been to.
Okay, where is MegaCon?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Why are you mad about it?
I'm mad at my own ignorance.
Okay.
Dallas?
Does it say? No, I'm just looking up now. It just says MegaCon. It doesn't say.
Oh, it's Snorlando.
Oh, in Snorlando.
Oh, I should have went. Well, no, next year it's in Snorlando. We've spent too much time on
it
this.
Sounds like a Transformer.
Oh, it is Orlando. MegaCon.
All right, well, let's talk about Fall of X.
Fall of X. By the way, that new Transformers trailer, is it me or is this the first time they look like the cartoon Transformers?
Yeah, it definitely... Did Optimus Prime always sound like the cartoon guy, too?
I think it always was, but he never, like, looked like that to me. Like, they're straight up the cartoon, like Mirage. Yeah. Like, they're straight up the cartoon versions.
I'm going to admit something.
It's Beast Wars.
Do you know how many Transformers movies I've seen?
How many?
Goose egg, 0. Never watched a single one.
Oh my God, girl. I have you beat. I've seen one, the first one.
I know. I just don't.
And I was like, they don't even look like the Transformers.
Yeah,
so I'm done.
I will say I have ridden the Transformer rides at Universal Studios about like 20 times.
I will say I was obsessed with the Transformers when I was a kid, like obsessed.
Hello. Well, of our age, of the age that we are
we going to do 80s toys?
80s toys. No child today comes even close. Because
not even close.
We had Transformers. We had GoBots. We had He-Man. We had Thundercats. We had.
Stop.
Oh, do you remember Mask?
I was just going to ask you. Do you remember Mask? MASK. Obsessed.
I had the gas
with their
station
dumb masks
with the boulder
that had powers. Come on.
I had
the best.
All of it. It was all that shit. Nothing comes close.
Hello, G.I. Joe. Did we say G.I. Joe yet?
Yeah, G.I. Joe. My thing is once Mask came out, I was like, yeah, fuck your G.I.
It was over.
Joes. I want the Mask because they have.
I'm sorry.
The car. I had the motorcycle that turned into a helicopter. I had the plane that turned into a helicopter.
For anyone,
everything turned into a helicopter. It was like
everything turned into a fucking helicopter. Helicopter. For anyone listening who does not know what MASK was, it was an acronym, and it was these guys. I think it was all guys, which was shitty. There must have been a woman.
No, there was a bad girl woman. Yeah.
Ugh. At least G.I. Joe had like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But MASK was these guys, and there was a little kid. MASK was these guys who drove these vehicles, but the vehicles were 2-in-1 vehicles. Like sometimes it's a car, but it could transform into a helicopter. Sometimes it's a boat, but it could transform into a helicopter. Sometimes it's a helicopter and it could transform into a smaller helicopter. But they also had these like helmet, like cowl, like masks, and each one had a mask
that had different powers.
Kind of had different powers and kind of reflected their identity.
And I also had the one where it was like a truck that then like all these weapons would pop out of it and you could shoot.
Oh yeah, and yes, it was like their headquarters.
Remember what MASK stood for? What was that?
Masturbating Anglo-Saxon KKK.
No, it is Mobile Armored Strike Command.
Strike Command with a K.
They're like just
K it.
These kids, they don't fucking know how to spell.
It should have been kids. They should have been kids. Mobile Artillery Strike Kids.
But yeah, it was great.
Can I 80s cartoon you real quick?
Sure.
Can I ask you if you've ever watched
Silverhawks?
No, the 80s Dungeons and Dragons, first of all. Remember them kids?
You do not understand the grip that she
Eric?
had on me. Well, here's also where it's like my gay ass. Because I will tell you, when I was a little kid, I would usually want to be the girl of something. I wanted to be Sheila because she was the redhead and she was the thief. And
she had the invisibility cloak.
And I demanded for one Halloween that I be a thief for Halloween. And my mom sewed me the blue cloak with the hood. And I was that for Halloween. I was Sheila for Halloween. Now, granted, she was like, no, but you're a boy.
I'm so glad you brought this up because I actually saw Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves in the movie theater, and I'm going to talk about it later.
Yes, I know. I need to it's getting great reviews.
Because your girl Sheila,
is she in it?
She might have a cameo.
Oh shit.
I'm
going to tell you this, and they need to release those cartoons. I have been looking. There's one of my favorite episodes.
Eye of the Beholder.
Which one is that one?
Oh, damn. All right, you go.
There's one episode where they're all going on this journey in different areas, and each time they meet another obstacle, one of them is like, I'm going to stay behind and fight them. And it keeps getting narrowed down to like fewer and fewer and fewer characters. It's like a 10 Little Indians thing.
Or it's like Uncanny X-Men Annual number 11 when the X-Men fight Horde.
Yes, exactly. And it's like one by one, they're all being picked off. And I just remember the grip that show had on me. I was like, I need to find, because if the plot of that one, they go onto like an amusement park ride called Dungeons and Dragons and accidentally get sucked into the D&D like universe.
And they each get a weapon and an identity.
Yeah. Oh, I'm super excited. I do wonder, what does the D&D community think of this movie? Because they are a very vocal and annoying community.
My D&D friends really liked it.
Okay, because I didn't know if they were like, well, no, but she was a barbarian, but if you roll a 20, actually she couldn't be doing this. Like,
well, I mean, they're also like normal, intelligent people. They're not like obsessed, but they've been in a campaign like for as long as I can remember, just like weekly playing, and they love the movie.
Okay, great. Good. I really want to see it. We'll talk about it more in depth later. And also
80s cartoons. Do you remember Bionic 6?
I love the Bionic 6.
Fave girl. Like Bionic 6, Bobby with his baseball bat, like the whole goddamn thing. No, I was obsessed. The girl who could run fast.
One I liked better than Bionic 6.
What?
Defenders of the Earth.
Oh my God, Defenders of the Earth. Wait, are you talking about Mandrake and Phantom and Flash Gordon?
And it was weird though that all of them had a kid, but Mandrake had the adopted kid, and then
because he was gay.
But it did feel a little groomery.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
That cartoon sucked.
Did we finish talking about Fall of X?
No, we didn't even get to Fall of X yet. Okay, so how does anyone stand us? So Fall of X, some trailers came out of MegaCon, and we're going to talk about. So first of all, we've got some Fall of X promo art, and I got to tell you, girl, it is reminiscent of our entryway into the X-Men in the late 80s, the fall of the mutants with their bodies just laid out everywhere and the big trail of dead. In this promo, it also tells you which titles Fall of X will take place in, and it's a great many. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're talking like Avengers titles as well.
But we have one called Dark X-Men.
We have one called Dark X-Men. We have one called Astonishing Iceman. Mm-hmm. I'm worried about that.
Why?
What is Bobby going to do that's going to feed into the Fall of X?
Like sacrifice himself?
I don't know. Maybe he's going to do something bad, like freeze the Earth by accident.
Oh, maybe it's just about him like trying to be a bottom again, like, or like trying to be a top.
Maybe.
No, it's him trying to be a top.
It's astonishing. There's a Children of the Vault title. There is a Realm of X title. There's an Alpha Flight title. Uncanny Spider-Man. What's happening?
I don't know. All I'm just saying is I'm fine if this is like, oh, we can't be on Krakoa anymore. I do not want, we accidentally murdered millions of mutants again. I literally can't deal with like, all right, well, it's been 20 years. Let's genocide the mutants again.
Let's genocide them again.
I can't have it. I can't.
I'll freak out. I will get so vocal on this.
Lazy to do.
We have this platform, tens of listeners by now, and we're going to say something if they go to genocide again.
Yeah, I think it's better if it's like, oh, Krakoa is no longer a nation, and now everybody's kind of on their own, and they're kind of split up into factions, and they're taking different sides. That's interesting.
It's like bad mutants and good mutants again.
Exactly. I'm fine with that. I do not want, oh, everybody's dead and there's only 25 mutants left. If that happens, I'm going to fucking freak out.
Well, all I know is that it's going to bring a need for a new Unity squad. So we're getting a new Uncanny Avengers title.
I will say I'm not happy that they didn't bring Havoc back to it.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know what? Because he's probably, I'm sure Maddie, like her whole Limbo Tower setup, like I wonder if that set something up. I wonder if Realm of X is actually a Madeline Pryor book.
But that's fine because you know what I really would like? I also like there really hasn't been a lot of resolution between Havoc and Janet Van Dyne.
That is true.
They were a couple for a long time. They were a couple longer than Madeline Pryor. Yeah, well, the kid wasn't real though. Do they remember the kid?
I would have to think. Isn't that part of the trope? World? Is like you always remember the kid.
But yeah, what happened? Rick Remender did the first Uncanny Avengers. What's he up to lately?
I don't know.
Remember, he was like a big player doing the X-Men stuff, and now
he was. Yeah, I think he's kind of a dick.
I have no idea. I don't know his personality.
He might be kind of a dick. I'm not sure. I might have seen something. I don't want to start a rumor.
You might have seen something
on the internet.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant.
I might have seen through my window. I think I saw Rick Remender kill someone.
And it was like like you had a broken leg and it was over the summer.
Somebody stop him. I am reading the solicitation to Uncanny Avengers, and it says this powerhouse new team must solve the mystery of who the new murderous Captain Krakoa is.
Well, Captain Krakoa is Cyclops, I thought. Or is it a new Captain Krakoa?
It's a new Captain Krakoa. A murderous one.
But here it says the devastating events of the Hellfire Gala and the tragic circumstances of the fall of X. That sounds a little genocide-y to me.
Yeah, it sure does.
Fuck.
Sure does. Sure does feel a little Red Wedding, doesn't it?
I mean, okay, I'm fine. Okay, how many people can die for you before you get mad?
I'll accept up to.
I'll have like
15 deaths.
Oh, I was gonna say 15 deaths of people that I recognize. I can handle up to maybe like 50 of like just mutants that I don't know who they are.
But they're going to be dead because part of it's going to be that they end resurrection. Yes.
Yeah. That's definitely what's going to happen. So that means either one of the 5 or all of the 5 are going to be destroyed.
So after whatever happens at the Hellfire Gala, Red Wedding, we're going to get a new X-Men lineup. And in addition to whoever won the X-Men vote, it seems we have a new team member in Kitty Pryde, or as she likes to call herself these days, Shadowcat.
No more Captain Pride. Fuck you, pirates. It's time to put the blue, because Kitty Pryde should always be in blue. I'm very happy to have
no more Red Queen.
I was sick of the red jacket. I hated how she had the fucking yellow X-Men suit for so fucking long.
I have never wanted her to not be Shadowcat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Kitty Pryde, she is Shadowcat to me, and she always will be. And now she's spelling it with a K, which I think means kill.
Well, I do. Yeah, something's going to happen to her. Maybe Lockheed gets killed or something, and then she just goes full ape shit.
I don't know, because Lockheed is in the not promo art. What do you call it? Like the character sketch.
Well, somebody close to her is going to get killed, or maybe she's going to find out that Emma's been sleeping with her.
Don't
and Tony
you
Stark.
Do it?
And Tony Stark.
Don't say Emma did anything bad that led Kitty to this.
Well, I mean, it's fine if Emma did something like fuck somebody else, because we already know she's a cheater.
Let's move on to the new X-Force lineup. Oh, looks like the same people to me. Next.
There is a guy in the background with like red glasses, is that Cyclops? But it looks like fiery. It almost feels like Wonder Man.
He has fire.
It looks like Wonder Man.
I was going to say Wonder Man.
But he's not a mutant.
I'm excited. Is it Pyro?
But Pyro doesn't have, I don't know.
They're just glasses. Anyone can put glasses on.
But glowing, that would still kind of glow red?
I hope it's Scott.
I think it's Scott, and he's the new Beast, like taking control.
I would love that. Because he used to do that. I mean, kind of.
Then we have Wolverine doing some Ghost Rider bullshit, which I feel has been done before. Who gives a shit? Then we have Invincible Iron Man. What is that about?
This is about what happens. Well, last Invincible Iron Man issue from this past week, it ends with Iron Man meeting up with Emma Frost on Krakoa. He wants to talk about some sort of new alliance, and evidently Invincible Iron Man #9 explores that alliance with Emma.
Is this just a strategic alliance, or are they knocking boots?
I don't think Emma would touch him with yours.
I don't know. I think she could be into it. I mean, they both if he starts drinking again, I think that's the reason she would do it. She's like, "Aren't you sober?" Ugh, boring.
Boring. Here, darling, take a swig. It's my special mixture. It's 2 parts gin, 1 part vodka.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's Fall of X. Should we continue into the
I
world
guess.
of X-Men comics?
Let's please do that.
Hit the music, bitch.
I was reading X-Men comics in a cocktail bar. That much is true. Yeah.
All right. So we didn't really have a Sins of Sinister comic this week. But,
No, we did not.
But we did have some Sabretooth and some Captain Britain. What would you like to talk about first, Brett?
Let's talk about Sabretooth.
Sabretooth and the Exiles. I'm just saying, I'm a little bored with the multiverse versions of people.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just like, it's just so overdone at this point that it's like, oh no, there's old lady Sabretooth, and then there's like a movie star Sabretooth, and then there's a Captain America Sabretooth.
It's the Sabretooth who never learned how to read.
And
It's the Sabretooth who was an Olympic diver.
And Creed's son, like the son gets away. And I
Great
feel
and
like
Creed.
Great and Creed, I feel like just one by one, all of them are just going to be killed off. So it's just, I just feel like I don't feel the stakes are very high. I find all the stuff with the other people way more interesting than the Sabretooth stuff.
I agree. I love that team. I'm really into Nanny having these babies now. So
Yes.
Nanny is able to kidnap 5 infant babies with powers.
Is that her power? That she can like
low level.
lower their minds? Because she not only would lower their minds,
I guess, yeah.
She's made Storm younger.
She did it with Storm.
But was it with her powers or was it just with technology?
Well, she's got that kind of light telepathy. So I can see, this kind of being her telepathy's special skill.
Yeah.
Like Betsy's psychic knife.
But
Nanny,
she didn't. But she used a machine or something to physically make Storm and Betsy younger that time, right?
Right. In fact, like Storm's body was like a new body. It wasn't even Storm, right? Yeah. Or no.
Oh, no, I think
She
the
did.
dead Storm.
No,
was
she
the
did
fake
de-age
body.
her. She threw out the. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I find them very interesting, and I want to see where that's going. I just don't really care about the Sabretooth stuff. So it's weird where it's like I'm all about the Exiles, not about the Sabretooth.
Right, not the Sabretooth. I am the character that I'm the most into in this book is Necra, because she has been stepping up as a leader.
Yeah.
And we kind of love to see it.
Yeah. I'm into it.
I'm also into, I was going to say Orphan Maker without Nanny, but I think he did leave with her.
Yeah, he left with her. But then that's the other thing is all of these other freed mutants are like, ew, we don't want to go to Krakoa. And if that's
we want to hang out with you, Exiles.
The interesting thing is when Krakoa dissipates or whatever is what we're assuming is going to happen, they don't have to be in hiding anymore. Because it's not like they're going to be put back into the pit.
Oh, right. And the society that is punishing them is no more.
And that could be thing. If they're all split out into factions, they might actually have the biggest mutant army. Like, we don't know how it's going to work, but they might end up becoming like a big force that can cause problems.
a big house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be cool if like the X-Men world was divided into houses.
Oh my God. Gryffindor.
Balenciaga.
Oh my God. I sent you that thing. I'm obsessed.
You did.
No, but
the Avengers as
but have you
Balenciaga
seen-
models.
This person is doing it for everything. Harry Potter, Star Wars.
Oh my God.
And it's all just like, we are the stars to find Balenciaga. And then it's just like Princess Leia and like
it's like emotionless deep fakes.
I know, but it's
great.
even like, C-3PO with like sunglasses. But they're doing like the one I sent Brett, it was like the Avengers, but it's just like Balenciaga assemble. And it's just like basically the Avengers, but if they were just doing high haute couture fashion runway modeling.
Specifically stoic Balenciaga.
I am obsessed with it. I'm obsessed.
It's so good.
It's so fucking funny.
TikTok.
Thanks,
it's
AI.
endless. AI is great.
Until it is.
I'm just going to keep saying that. It's listening. Let's move on to Betsy Braddock, Captain Britain, number 2.
The place where I read this, there is a a huge list of people fighting, and it's basically, and I'm not joking, 95% of the people hate her as Captain Britain.
You mean on like the comments under the digital copy?
And
yeah.
just trying to like read all of this, and it's just you can tell that it's all of these straight white boys like just being like, ugh, and then make her a lesbian, make it woke.
Yeah, they hated Captain Marvel too.
She's so lame. She's not even a ninja because they couldn't let her be a ninja anymore because of woke reasons. She's just a boring like white lady. She's not even a ninja. And like blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, oh my god. And then they're like, Teenie Howard is so untalented. Oh my god, this is so bad. And I'm just like, how are we reading the same book? And it's like,
right.
you know, other people are like, it's nothing like X-Force, and you're like, no, you're right.
Because, no, it's not.
Because
it's a different source material.
But also X-Force for the most part was awful, and this is fun and good. I don't know. I like it.
It's good. The mythology is good. I will say this though. Betsy Braddock, I can see somebody thinking that Betsy Braddock does not feel the same as she did when she was Psylocke.
Yeah.
In fact, I can see people saying that she's kind of like radically different than she was when she was Psylocke. I love this book. I loved Excalibur. I love Teeny's writing. I do feel that Betsy Braddock has kind of inexplicably lost her edge.
But here's what it is the edge was Quanon all along.
There you go.
That's what I feel.
There you
feel
go.
The dark side where she was murdering people and all was more, because all of that came out.
It was more Quanon
when she became Ninja Lady. And I think that's what that was from. And so
that's fair.
But I do think they do need to, but I feel like she still experienced a lot of trauma. And I do think they need to revisit a lot of that. Because the thing that made Captain Britain so interesting is he was always dealing is the idea that, and I don't know if it was just him, but I want them to bring back the idea that the suit does not work as well when you don't have confidence. And I think sometimes she relies too much on her own mutant powers. And I would like to concentrate on how the fact that that suit and that sword does give her flight and super strength.
Yeah.
I want them to focus a little bit more on that and maybe bring Angel in or Phantom X, and let's get some like love triangle things going.
Let's get messy. Let's get some messy chaotic bisexuality.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that being said, the plot of this, I just think it's really fun.
It's really fun.
I am wondering, like, they went to Morgan Le Fay goes to another universe, finds a S.H.I.E.L.D. Betsy who works for S.H.I.E.L.D. who hasn't become Captain Brit yet. So that hopefully maybe she can convince her to be like evil Captain Britain. But Lizzie Braddock, who this other universe one, she is there with, clearly they're like lovers too,
she's definitely pegging Peggy.
Is Peggy Carter is there in this universe, and then Morgan Le Fay tries to make her Captain Britain. And I will say it does bring up the idea that I believe Peggy Carter has been brought back to the 616 as well. And I'm very interested in the idea of like her. I feel like she needs to kind of come into the fray. I would love to see the real Peggy Carter challenge Betsy for Captain Britain.
Yeah, she definitely should be involved in a conversation about a Captain Britain.
Because I'll say this, maybe the thing that's making Betsy off is maybe she doesn't need to be Maybe she doesn't need to be Captain Britain.
So that's kind of where I'm at. Is it just feels like. It just feels like she's wearing the wrong clothes. I don't like, maybe I'm just used to Psylocke, but it was in this story, the moment where she hit Peggy with her psychic knife. Mm-hmm. I just had the reaction. Oh, there she is.
Yeah. And
there's my girl.
The thing is, I like if this would lead to the real Peggy Carter taking over the mantle. And then she's just like, I'm going to just like munch Bush with fucking Rachel.
There you go. Rachel's like, when are we going to munch Bush? I'm tired. I'm chrono skimming. I keep chrono skimming toward the history of whatever Bush was in the room. Okay. I'm horny.
But that being
Pussy
said,
Trail
it's
is
fun.
What?
I like
it's
this.
fun. It's fun. I like that Morgan made the Furies like bad Captain Britons now. So that's fun.
Yeah.
I do miss Gambit.
Yeah. I want more Pete Wisdom, though.
I want more Pete Wisdom. I want more of those strike people. And I want more Micromax.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what they're doing to him is they're torturing him.
Yeah.
They're basically... Are they like making him bigger and then taking his blood and shrinking him down so they can get
I don't know.
blood? Because they're using his blood for like spells and shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fun. I like
gross.
it. It's great. You know what I want to talk about? Oh, hold on a sec, Brett.
Yeah.
Hold on. Something's glowing in the corner of my room.
What?
All right, I'm kind of freaked out. Oh my god. Oh my god, someone's coming out of a gate or something. It looks like it could be a Krakoan gate.
What is it?
Everybody. Hey.
No. Oh God.
It's me, Dazzler. Do I look any different? Oh my god, Brett.
Dazzler, welcome back.
Brett, she has a diamond on her head. It's Sinister Dazzler. Hi, everybody. That's right. It's me, Diamond Sinister Dazzler.
It was only a matter of time. Hello, Diamond Allison. How are you today?
I'm great, but first of all, it's time for some hot gossip. Hit the music.
Okay.
Well, it's hot gossip with your favorite beauty. Dazzler's bringing you some scalding hot tea. Yeah.
Woo! I am
What
just
you got?
slammed because I'm just going to tell you right now, I did not just travel through that fucking gate just from Krakoa. I have come back 100 years. And I have some hot gossip that you guys don't know about.
From the future?
I do. Do you all remember how Hope is like a total bitch?
Yes.
Oh my God. Well, she's dead. Oh my God. I know. Right? Don't be surprised.
What did you do?
She's dead. Oh, well, me? Well, okay. Well, I decided Exodus came over one day and I was like singing one of my songs, but now that I'm kind of like evil, I've been like doing all of my concerts through Live Nation.
Oh no.
Evil.
Oh, you truly have got
like
over the deep end.
$5,000 a ticket. Exodus, though, he came backstage and he was like, "Hey, I think you need to come to my new church session and lead the choir." And I was like, "That's fucking gay as shit. I'm not doing that." So anyway, I was like, "Well, what do I get out of it?" And he's like, "Well, what do you want?" And I was like, "I want to see you to use your telekinesis powers to like get me off." And I'm telling you, it worked. It was great. And then he was just like, "Oh, I gotta go because of Hope." And I was just like, "Hope is a fucking loser." And I was like, "By the way, didn't you look at like Catholic Church? What's up there is fucking the hot guy on a cross. Like you can't have the person be alive." And he's like, "Oh, maybe she needs to be dead." And then the next thing I know, she was dead. And I was like, "Oops, whoops."
Allison, you just seem so much more, I don't know, immoral.
I know, right? Well, I mean, that's the sad part is honestly, it didn't make me more immoral. It really just made me not shut my mouth. Like now I can just say whatever the fuck I want. Woo! And they didn't put this in any of the comics, but I'm on the Quiet Council now. Mm-hmm.
No, you are not.
Shut up. You don't know. Prove it, bitch. I'm the one from the future.
Did you go see Taylor Swift?
Who? I don't know who that is because it's 100 years later and I forgot. That's one of the other things that I did is in 2040, I made it illegal to do any music if you're not me.
What?
Yeah, so I'm actually the only music that's played on
That
Earth
is
now.
so Sinister Dazzler. What a Sinister Dazzler thing to do.
Oh my God, it is. Do you want to hear my new single?
Yes.
It's called If It Ain't a Diamond, Then Don't Break That Hymen. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And oh, wait, hold on. Oh, the gate's opening. Oh, God.
Okay.
Emma wants me to go murder a bunch of people. All right, I gotta go.
Okay. Bye.
All right, see ya. Oh, my God, that was fucking freaky.
Is it weird that I like Sinister Dazzler better than regular Dazzler?
That's true, but I can't imagine living in a world where it's only Dazzler's music.
Oof.
Ugh.
I can.
Anyway.
Do you want to talk about some movies?
Yeah, hit the music.
I always feel like I'm watching a comic movie or TV.
Oh, we don't do that. So Evil Jeff, I saw a movie that you have not seen, but it is one that we mentioned before in the show. Can you guess?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. Now, I ask you, I don't know very much about Dungeons and Dragons, but I do know, like, you could play as a thief, much like you can play as a sorcerer, much like you can play as a druid.
I was always a magic user every time.
Oh.
Like, magic powers, bitch.
Do you think that there will be subsequent Dungeons and Dragons movies? And like one's about druids, one's about...
Well, I think it really depends on how this plays. I think it overperformed.
Right.
And I think because the reviews are so good, I think it will probably do well in subsequent weeks. So I think it'll probably get future... I think they'll make more of them.
Okay, good. While this one focuses on thieves in the title, Chris Pine and Michelle Rodriguez are very much thieves. The other members of their cute team are the other kind, like one's a sorcerer, one's a druid.
Michelle Rodriguez was a barbarian.
Oh, I think she's a barbarian, but she's also a thief.
Oh, okay. But is
she
anyone a thief with a cloak that makes you invisible?
No, just Sheila, who has a cameo.
Oh my God.
Are you freaking out?
Do they did they reference her being like, oh my God, I was just on a ride and now I'm here?
No, I won't tell you.
Oh, okay, don't tell me. All right, fine. It looks really fun.
I won't tell you.
Funny. It looks
It's
fun.
so fun. I have to say it is it beat my expectations. I went in not knowing what to expect, and it was like, expect this wonder and magic. And I was like, oh, okay. The whole cast is great. I mean, Chris Pine, my husband and I were talking about it. Chris Pine is so Chris Pine. He just like sprays Chris Pine over everything.
The power of
Carolina Pine
Sol.
Forest. He's just heavy-handed.
Yeah.
And his face is very heavy-handed. Like his face is just very, I'm a face. I'm a face of a movie star. Look at my weird lips and eyes.
I will say I have no sexual attraction to Chris Pine because he doesn't look real.
Yeah, I did it first, and now I'm like,
no, I'm not
weird.
into him. But other people have a thing a little bit off. Like I'll say, like I think Captain America.
Oh, I think my husband and I agree that he is the hottest man on the planet, like hands down. But he's the sexiest thing on the to walk the earth.
There is something a little bit relatable about him.
Yes, that's why.
He doesn't look like he's in Balenciaga.
Exactly. He looks like a normal guy that's just really hot. Chris Pine looks like he was...
Yeah, give me some more Chris Evans, less Chris Pine. Why is it all the Chris's? Is anybody named Chris anymore? Are there any... Is that like a millennial name?
Like if you had I don't know, but if like someone had a baby, be like, I'm going to name him Chris.
I know.
Now what a weird thing.
Now it's all just like...
It's ruined.
It's all like Logans and Noahs now, I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's named Jeff anymore. Oh, we didn't read one comic. I just saw the cover of it, but it was like, it's Jeff is like a comic.
Oh, the land shark.
Jeff the land shark. So, my name is
shit.
Flowing around there.
I forgot to catch up on the Marrow and Feral. Anyway, so Dungeons and Dragons, it is comedic. It's got great jokes. I have to say the action sequences, they're shot really well. It's just really chaotic camera work that was really fun and engaging. I would imagine if you're a D&D fan, like if you've played a lot, I'm sure there's stuff in there that you will geek out on.
Yeah.
I have to say, though, one of my biggest realizations about this movie is how much I am in love with the following trope. The young, skinny, nerdy magician / sorcerer / wizardling who is really bad at magic, but then at the end has to do something really good and does it.
Is that played by the guy who was in Pokemon?
I don't know who is in Pokemon, but I really love the guy who plays Simon the Sorcerer in this movie.
Was he the gay guy?
He's not gay in the movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's his name? Let's look it up.
He's really great. Skinny guy, big head, big hands that look good when he's casting a spell. He's adorable.
Is it Justice
Sophia
Smith?
I don't know.
All right, well, look it up.
I know. I usually know actors. Justice. Yeah, that's him. Adorbs.
Oh yeah, he's gay in real life.
Oh, he is.
Oh, I mean, you know,
Yay!
he was in
Detective Pikachu.
He was like in a pseudo Euphoria HBO show called Generation.
Oh,
and he plays,
yeah.
Queen.
Was it Martha Plimpton? Martha Plimpton.
Yeah, she
in
played
that?
like the conservative mom of a guy that he was. With.
Oh shit. Anyway, yeah, Justice Smith. He's so great in this movie, and so is Sophia Lillis. She plays the druid. She was the star. She's from It, and what was that show where she had telekinetic powers on Netflix?
I'm thinking of wait. No.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Ending.
No, that's
the other one.
That's a different one.
I Love That for You. No, it's something like that.
Yeah, it's.
I Wish I Were Not Here.
I'm not okay with this.
I am not okay with this. Thank you. Sophia Lillis from I Am Not Okay with This.
Oh God, and that got canceled.
She's great. Oh, it did, but yes. she just met like in.
I know it's. That is the problem.
Anyway, highly
canceling things with like big twist endings. But yeah, I want to see this real bad. It looks really good.
Oh, and the guy from Bridgerton, who I never watched Bridgerton. I'm like, oh my God, okay, everyone get over this guy. No, I finally get it.
Oh, you need to watch Bridgerton. I'm going to tell you something about Bridgerton. And there's a part scene where they are, and okay, and I know it's a problematic scene because it deals with consent issues, but I'm talking just more not talking about the consent issue, just watching him fuck. There's a scene where like he lies to the girl and basically is like, oh, I can't have children when he gets married to the character. And so he keeps pulling out and just coming outside of her. And because she's a stupid virgin, she doesn't know that that's how you have a baby. So she was talking to me. She's like, well, he can't have children. And then she was describing and she's like, oh, well, he does that outside of me. And they're like, well, yeah, that's how you make a baby. He has to do it inside. And she's so mad. There's a scene where then he's like, all right, I'm going to pull out. And she like wraps her legs around him.
Oh,
and forces him to jizz in her. And I was like, this is so hot. But then everyone was like, that's not consensual. It's bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess you're right. Fuck.
But in like a fucked up way, it's hot. Okay.
No, I know. Yeah. I was like, oh, you're right. That is bad. But then I was also like, but I totally was turned on. I should probably get some therapy.
Yeah. Get therapy. It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway,
great action, great characters.
Basically, I was saying
he's really beyond sexy. The look in his eyes. I've never wanted anyone to just like stick their hands in me and tear me in half so bad.
Jesus Christ!
What a fetish.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see it.
Yeah, see it. I can't stress like how funny it is. Like, there's some really good jokes. I mean, like, there's jokes that don't hit, but there's a lot that do.
Yeah.
And I just appreciated that. And it's pretty much all that's out there now. What are you going to do? Watch John Wick 4? Oh, I want to see John Wick 4.
I haven't seen John Wick 3.
John Wick 3 is a masterpiece.
I got really pissed off with
don't
John
like
Wick
2.
2. I
did not like 2. I went in.
The female suicide scene really bothered me.
I did it. 2 was like particularly tasteless and bad.
Yeah.
3, I saw it in the theater because I actually went to like an early screening that my friend invited me to. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have gone. Went to see 3, and I was like, "This is amazing. This has wiped 2 out of my memory."
Yeah, I wanna see.
There's a knife fight. There's a fight in a knife store that happens at the beginning. It's unreal.
Cool.
It's so gross, but it's great.
Love it.
Love it. Are you excited for the Super Mario Brothers movie?
No.
Okay.
And I play most of the Mario games I play are just most of the video games I play are like Mario games, like Mario Kart, Super Mario
I feel
World.
like you should see it and like you should be open to liking it.
I'm gonna see it, but I'm waiting to hear, like, I want to hear what the buzz is, because right now the only buzz is Chris Pratt and he sounds awful. So but I will say it looks really cool. Like, the animation looks really like pretty fucking good in it.
Yeah.
But we shall see. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. When does that come out? Soon?
I think soon.
Because the new Super Mario World has just premiered in Universal Studios, which is literally
fun.
which I can walk to from my house. It's down the street from me.
Isn't it like a restaurant and like a whole thing?
Yes, but here's the problem. The restaurant, you have to make reservations, but even with the reservations, it's a 2-hour wait to get the food.
Get the fuck out of
I'm
here.
like, that's like, how long are you going to be there? So right now,
put it in
like,
a green pipe.
Yeah, I'm just like, right now the lines are so long. I'm just like not really looking forward to going.
Wait for the hype to die down.
Exactly. Did we talk about everything?
Yeah, we did.
I think we did it. Oh,
we did. My God.
All right. Well, I want to let you all know.
Oh.
Yeah. What? Oh, are you
nothing. I was excited for what you were saying.
I was going to say. Oh, okay. I'm just going to let you all know that if you like Dungeons and Dragons, if you've ever played D&D, well, I hate to break it to you, but that makes you queer.
Oh, sorry. I missed you by inches. Bye.
Damn.